Hello again and welcome to the latest bulletin from Haverhill UK News, brought to you by Haverhill TV. In the news for today, Tuesday, June the 4th, cyclists are being warned to take extra care to make their bikes secure after a spate of thefts. A Haverhill County Councillor has begun a campaign to improve the aspirations for the town contained in the Vision 2031 document, which he says is so disappointing. And how town council employees are walking, running and selling jumble for charity. Haverhill Police have issued a warning to cyclists to up the security of their bikes after a series of thefts across the area. Between May the 20th and yesterday, 6 pedal cycles have been stolen in the area, 4 in Haverhill itself and 2 in nearby villages. 2 of the incidents saw bicycles stolen from the cycle rack at Sainsbury's. The most recent was on Thursday between 10 to 9 and 10 past 4, when a lady's white and purple shopper-style bike was taken. Anyone who may have any information on this theft is asked to call Sergeant Sarah Bartley at Haverhill Police on 101 or Crime Stoppers anonymously on 0800 555 111. PC Will Wright of Haverhill Safer Neighbourhood Team said theft of bicycles tended to coincide with the better weather. He advised people to have their bikes marked by the police and make sure they had adequate locking. The bikes stolen from Sainsbury's rack were locked, so the emphasis was on the locking being adequate, and PC Wright suggested a D-lock. He urged people to get security advice from retailers or speak to police. With the warmer weather and the exam season, police are also warning about gangs of underage youngsters hanging about outside shops, trying to persuade adults to buy alcohol or cigarettes for them. PC Wright said if anyone was approached, they should stand up to the gang and refuse, and if harassed or intimidated, contact police, as this could constitute a public order offence. The next Safer Neighbourhood Team public forum takes place on Monday evening at 7 p.m. at Samuel Ward Academy, and police are keen to hear from anyone who is experiencing any antisocial behaviour issues anywhere in the town. Haverhill's new UKIP member of Suffolk County Council, Tony Brown, is so disappointed with St Edmundsbury Borough Council's Vision 2031 planning document for Haverhill that he has launched a campaign to get it improved. Councillor Brown is starting a petition about the issue and asking for the support of townspeople. He said he was disappointed with the draft Haverhill 2031 Vision document and its failure to address the problems of transport, high street regeneration, job opportunities, especially for the younger generation. Over the next few weeks, he pledged to start a petition that he will present to St Edmundsbury Council and Suffolk County Council to highlight these issues and show them that the people of Haverhill have had enough of what he calls more of the same and want a real vision with proper investment. He hoped all political groups and people of the town would help collect the petition, and if anyone would like to contact him to help, email him on ukiphaverhill@outlook.com. The draft Vision 2031 document goes out for public consultation next week, having been approved by the Haverhill Area Working Party last month. A former Haverhill Town Councillor will today hear whether he has lost 2 sons to prison on consecutive days. Judge John DeVoe had just jailed Philip Graham of Quendon Place, Haverhill, when a man ran from the public gallery into the area where the judge was sitting and started wrestling with him and shouting. Police officers who'd been in court for the sentencing hearing and court staff rushed to the judge's help and restrained the man. Paul Graham was later arrested for alleged assault and/or contempt of court and was brought back into court before Judge DeVoe yesterday afternoon. The judge, who was unharmed in the incident and described as cool as a cucumber throughout, said it was not appropriate for him to deal with the matter and adjourned the case until today, when Graham will appear before Ipswich Crown Court resident judge David Goodin. And now for more of your comments in our regular feature, Sound Off. It's difficult to know where to begin this week because the message boards have been overwhelmed with your posts, nearly 400 placed in one day alone. However, subjects touched on include the credibility of the town council, street lighting, pedestrianisation and travellers camping at B&Q. Hal Revy starts, he says, "Here is one for you, Inspector Ferry. Why don't you request the street lights stay on in Haverhill on Friday and Saturday nights until 3 a.m? That is just 6 hours extra. I don't need to tell you about the 300 young people in the high street on Friday and Saturday nights and their thoughts and anxieties about the street lights, as you already know. Keep them safe, Inspector, and ask for just 6 extra hours of lighting. I understand lighting was raised at the Town Council meeting in regard to the Clements estate. I disagree with this, as you have to treat all estates the same. And Az writes, we need a campaign to put life back into the high street. Oh, wait, we do. The only solution? Pedestrianisation. Go down and look at the high street during the week. Hardly anyone about, just a long line of cars who spend little money in the shops. Most of the cars are people just quickly running into the bank or the newsagents, and by doing this, they're putting off those who really want to shop without the hassle. JXB says, co-option, is that a word? Can be very good due to lack of costs and ease, but why is a vacancy on the Town Council not more widely advertised? The only place I've seen it, if I remember to look, is on the notice board down near WH Smith's. Because of that, you tend to get a political party vote their own mates in, rather than perhaps someone who could work for the town. And that is not a criticism of Roger Andre, as he is one of the few that do work for the town. Hal Revy says, Haverhill High Street needs more parking places and less double yellow lines. But Happy in Haverhill replies, I park in Tesco and walk up the side of the post office. It ain't rocket science. And on the issue of the travellers, JXB writes, I understand that some travellers, or whatever we have to call them these days, as I'm not sure what type they are, have set up camp on the bit of grass next to B&Q. I guess that is because their normal place they stay has been closed off to them. They appear every year and move on, so let's hope it does not require legal force with its associated costs. I, like Train, says, I'll bet the travellers will only move on when legal force is used. Left to their own devices, they would stay put. I wonder if B&Q will still lock the entry gate with the travellers there. And keep all your comments coming to www.haverhill-uk.co.uk by clicking on the local issues message board. And finally, Haverhill Town Council employees are working hard for charity at the moment. 3 of them just did the overnight moonwalk in Bury, and their grand jumble sale is on this Saturday at Haverhill Arts Centre from 10 AM to 2 PM. After that, 2 of them will be running in the Race for Life in Cambridge on the 21st of July to raise money for cancer research, and then on the 14th of September they'll be participating in the Girls' Night Out, an 11-mile walk in Bury St Edmunds in aid of St Nicholas Hospice Care. Similar efforts last year raised over £1,000 for charity, and the gallant fundraisers are on course to beat that total in 2013. That's all for today, but join us again on Friday and keep in touch by following us on Twitter. Meanwhile, here is the weather for the rest of the week.